There is this saying in Nigeria that it is not who called police first that wins a case. Hello guys, welcome and welcome back again to another video. Thank you so much. If you are new here, my name is Ify and you're highly welcome. Please do well to subscribe if you've not done so yet. Turn on the bell notification so you don't get to miss any of my videos. The last time that I made a video about this P-Square issue, a lot of you guys disagreed with me, which is okay, very fine. But I just want to tell you guys now that more informations have been released on the internet, and these informations are not informations from people that do not know them. This is from insiders. They have released more information and proof and why the P-Square twins are no longer together. How would you feel if you have your siblings that are very talented and then they did not have money to sponsor their talents or to sell their talents to the public, and you are doing well, you are the elder brother, and you went and sold your properties just to finance the career of your brothers, and later on one of the brothers that you did all these things for started seeing you as a greedy person just because you wanted a share from their success? How would you feel? We need to put ourselves in people's shoes. Now, I am not exonerating Jude from all the accusations that Mr. P made against him. What I am trying to say is that the claim and the narrative that Jude wants to or is reaping where he did not sow is false. It is a very big false. Because I could remember growing up, once you finish watching, though I was young then, but once you finish watching P-Square's music, what you will see there, especially their music videos, what you will see there is produced by Jude Angels. That's what they used to write on their disc, because then we used to use disc. That's what they used to write there. Produced and directed by Jude Angels. That's what I used to see there. But this particular revelation too had to take me back to start remembering what I used to see when I played P-Square music. I started remembering everything that I saw then growing up. So how come that in 2025, Mr. P is going about claiming that Jude is reaping where he did not sow? This guy that released this information is somebody that is insider, like is in the industry, in the Nigerian music industry. He's not just in the industry, he know a lot about this artist. He's an insider in the music industry, so he know these things. Many of the informations he released to us is not something that is secret. It is not a secret that Jude Okoye financed his brothers and he made them popular. P-Square was P-Square because of the efforts and the hard work of Jude Okoye. I'm not discrediting the hard work of the P-Square twins. They also put their own hard work. But then there are so many people that are talented in Nigeria today, but because they did not see someone that will finance them, someone that will take that risk, it is not easy to find someone that will risk their own money to invest in you. Jude invested in his brothers. He sold his properties to market their music. He sold his properties to promote them. He's also their manager. He's also their music director. He's also someone that stands like the record label owner. So he did a lot for this group. And if Jude was as greedy as Mr. P painted Jude to be, that means Jude would have been collecting at least 75 to 80% of the earnings of P-Square. But that is not the case. They shared everything equally. Why? Because P-Square was not just the ones that we see. P-Square was Jude, Peter, and Paul. The three of them were the P-Square. But because the other one was behind the cameras, people thought that, okay, this one is just acting like an elder brother, and they forgot all the efforts that this guy had put in. Like I said before, I am not defending him, because before you guys will just come and start saying that I'm defending him. I'm not defending him. I'm just stating facts, the things that I've seen, and plus these informations that were released. If Jude was as greedy, as wicked as they painted him to be, he wouldn't have sponsored P-Square. He wouldn't have made them popular. He wouldn't have sold his properties to sponsor their career. He wouldn't have invested in them. He wouldn't have directed their videos. He wouldn't have done all these things and still share the income equally. Have you bothered to ask yourself what music directors collect from artists to shoot their movies, their videos? Do you know what they collect? Do you know the amount of money that they collect to shoot videos for music artists? Do you know the amount of money they collect to sponsor and risk and invest in these artists? It's a lot. That is why many record label owners collect like 70% of the earnings from the artist. But in this case, Jude was not asking for 70%. They were sharing it equally among the three of them until greed entered. And what greed entered? Peter started thinking that Jude was taking advantage of them. Meanwhile, Jude was the one that invested in them. Jude was the one that believed in them. Now, ask yourself, if Jude did not contribute to P-Square, why is P-Square no longer P-Square since they had issues with Jude? Since that group had issues with Jude, that Jude removed himself from P-Square, you can see the way that the group is right now. There is no longer P-Square. Why? Because Jude pulled out. But when Jude was there, they were flourishing. They were the most popular artists in Africa. In fact, they were doing massive things, iconic things then. Right now, they are like upcoming artists. That will show you the amount of work that Jude put in to make them successful. And all of a sudden, you don't want Jude to reap where he sowed, because this one is not where he did not sow. He sold, he contributed, he sold his properties, he invested, he directed, he searched for endorsement for you, he got you shows, he did a lot for you guys. So what is there in allowing your brother to share in what he has invested in? P-Square also have other elder brothers, but did those ones share the revenue with them? No, because they did not contribute. Jude that contributed, it's only fair that Jude is allowed to share from the profits because he invested there. Do you know how much record labels, do you know the percentage record labels collect from the artists? That would show you that Jude was not greedy. He was not greedy by sharing everything equally with his brothers. Because these record label owners, they collect like 80%. And for many artists, at the end of the day, they don't even get anything. They only get like 10% or 5%. Why? Because the record label owners want to get everything, all the investment that they made in the artist, and also add profits. That was why they collect almost everything. For most artists, they go with nothing. At the end of the day, they will not have anything. They only have the popularity but no money. Ask Wizkid how he worked with Banky W. But Wizkid left after Wizkid completed the agreement and the number of albums he was asked to release for the record label. He left. He did not go about granting interviews and trying to tarnish the image of the record label. Why? Because he signed a contract. It was an agreement. He signed a contract and he needed to complete what he signed. The fact that you feel that the record label owner is taking advantage of you does not make it true. You signed. You were not forced to sign. You signed because you needed that platform to blow. You needed his money. You needed his expertise to blow. And now that you're blown, you're supposed to stay there and complete all your contracts, complete the things that you signed. The only mistake that Jude made was because he was thinking that it's like a family business. He forgot that in business, even your own family can betray you. Because tell me, if P-Square were assigned to an independent, like non-relative record label owner, and the person is also a producer, A&R manager, director, the producer, and does all of this job for them, do you think that the person will only collect salary for just one? The person will collect salary according to all of like he go collect salary for as a director, collect salary as a producer, collect salary as an investor, collect salary as a record label owner. And in the end, what do you think will be left for P-Square to share? But Jude did not do that because they were his brother and he thought they were in partnership. This is why a lot of people do not involve their family in their business. Many people do not involve their family members in their business because they don't want this type of stories. Business mixed with family always brings problem in most cases. That is why a lot of people do not even bring their family members close to where they do their business. If you're an artist and your brother is a record label owner, he will tell you to go and sign with other record label owners. Why? Because he doesn't want problem. He will sign an outsider so that if that one mess up, he will just treat her. But this one is a family thing. So there's nothing that he can do to his brother. The brother also, Peter, cannot do too much to Jude because Jude is also his brother. The point still remains that Peter was wrong. He was wrong to accuse Jude of greed. If you look at all the information that we have right now, you will realize that Jude was not greedy. In fact, compared to other bosses like other record label owners and investors, Jude was a fair boss. He was fair to P-Square. He helped P-Square buy their properties. He helped them to invest. He helped them to promote their music. He invested and he believed in them right from day one. And now he's the bad person just because you feel like you are popular and you are rich now. So you don't need him anymore. Now that he has pulled out, where is P-Square today? There is no P-Square without Jude. Once Jude was out of the picture, P-Square, it is not everybody that knows how to speak. It's not everybody that knows how to defend themselves, especially in media. A lot of people, you may be even accusing them falsely and they will not even know where to start from. They will not even know how to defend themselves. So it is not everybody that knows how to defend themselves. And I hope that when issues like this come up, we should always ask questions. We should always look at it with illogical eyes. That's the only way we'll get who is wrong and who is right. Though I hope and pray that P-Square come back, but I do not think that after all these things that Jude will ever like to be a part of the group anymore. And if Jude is not there, I doubt P-Square will ever recover. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you've not subscribed, please do well to subscribe, turn on the bell notification. Thank you, and see you all in the next one. Bye.